You have a window per day in which it is easy to fall asleep. If you miss that window, it is hard to fall asleep. See, one of the biggest mistakes that we make is we assume that the more tired we are, the easier it is to fall asleep. That's incorrect. The more tired you are, it becomes harder to fall asleep until you reach a point of critical tiredness that is like passing out. Do y'all understand how subjectively falling asleep and passing out are different? And have you noticed that you can't pass out immediately after you would have fallen asleep? There's always a big gap between falling asleep and being able to pass out. These are two very different mechanisms. And here's the big thing that people don't understand. So your frontal lobes are responsible for controlling the other parts of your brain and suppressing the other parts of your brain. So when you go to sleep, it actually requires willpower to go to sleep. Your brain requires energy to fall asleep because in order to fall asleep, you have to shut down the parts of your mind. So when you go to sleep, if your frontal lobes have some energy left, then they can shut off. It's basically like I'm shutting down the factory and there's a factory worker who's going around and turning off all the machines. The factory doesn't just shut off on its own. So we each have a sleep window where our frontal lobes have enough juice to where we can suppress our amygdala. We can have the willpower to not pull out our phones. We can have the willpower to not turn on the TV. If the frontal lobes become too exhausted, they can no longer suppress the other parts of our brain. And then we enter into this severe tiredness phase where our only option now is passing out. And then the fatigue signals need to be so high that we end up passing out. And a full night's sleep is not going to recover from that.